What's happening, my friends? My name's John Lovell, Warrior Poet Society, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to zero a pistol. If you just got an optic and you put it on a pistol for the first time, you're probably feeling pretty amazing. You're like, I'm from the future and I have cool guy hardware. So welcome to the Red Dot Club. All right, guys, before you start shooting, you got to make sure everything is mounted properly. This is my everyday carry. It's a little CR920P War Poet with a Holosun 507K. Now, if you were to just throw an optic on a gun, but you didn't have the right screws, or you didn't tighten it down at the right tension, or you didn't have blue Loctite, or you're missing this spacer right here, man, I have failed to put a spacer on a gun. I zeroed it, it was all nice and pretty, and then a couple weeks later I go shooting, my zero's gone. And then I put these little dots right there, red marks, so if my screws back out any, I'm able to look down and see. Actually, I need to re-hit that with some paint right there. Once I'm sure that I'm mounted properly, now I'm ready to shoot. I'm gonna do 3 different places of adjustment. One, I'll do an adjustment here at the gun. Second adjustment place will be close to the target where I'm shooting, and the third one will be far away. I'll walk through that. For the closer adjustment, I need to go ahead and make sure that my gun isn't zeroed for the purposes of this video. This is gonna hurt to do. Switch it around, perfectly good zero, destroyed. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and look through my optic, and I'm gonna line up my iron sights, and I'm gonna see where my red dot is. This one, it's way down and to the left, so I know that red dot needs to go up and to the right. The range doesn't matter. You could be doing this just about anywhere. However, I want to be able to have sufficient distance so I can really see where that red dot is relative to my iron sights. But this is just an adjustment here at the gun. It doesn't matter. I'm not actually shooting. This one right here up top will control my elevation. I'm going to just zip it around. There's actually mathematics that are involved in this, but you'll do a little bit quicker just by guesstimating. Elevation is always on top, windage is always on the side. Pretty darn close. So I've just completed one piece of adjustment. That's at the gun, and I'm just basically co-witnessing the red dot with the iron sights. I'm gonna shoot this joker in the face. Well, we'll see. After I'm zeroed, I'll shoot him in the face. I'm gonna make a real small circle right there. That's about the size of a nickel, and I'm gonna go at 7 yards. Aim small, miss small. Now, what I want to make sure is my red dot is dialed way down, almost at the lowest readable level. If it's a really bright bloom in there, you're not going to be able to really center in where the red dot is. All right, that's 3 rounds. Okay, so I had 1 up high here, and then I've keyholed 2 right there. So I got a pretty good indication that this is pretty good. Now at 7 meters, what may look good may not be as good farther away. And so sometimes I'll do this down and dirty adjustment at the gun, and I feel like it's close, and it's actually way farther away. And so it just so happened I nearly nailed my zero first one out of the gate by co-witnessing with the iron sights. That usually I'm not quite that close. So once we've shot at 7 and I'm feeling pretty happy, I mean, I just put 2 in the size of a nickel at 7 yards. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now it's time to back way up. Now different shooters have different ideas of what far is. I go to about 20 meters. And the reason why is my eyes, I'm getting older. I end up having this fall off at about 25 meters where I can't really see as sharply and crystal clear. So I like to go on back to about 20 meters, and then I shoot a group and I see what I can do. For this, no way I'm hitting that for any type of group. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bigger hole here. That's a good bit smaller than my fist. So that would be, I don't know, 2/3 the size of a heart or less. So that's still gonna be hard to hit at about 20 meters, but again, aim small, miss small. Here we go. I'm here to interrupt me. Hillsdale College has sponsored this video. I love Hillsdale College. I think that you should check them out. Hillsdale offers more than 43 online courses. You can learn about the works of C.S. Lewis, the stories of the book of Genesis, the meaning of the U.S. Constitution, rise and fall of the Roman Republic, history of the ancient Christian church. I personally recommend you check out the Great Books 101. That's the ancient to the medieval. Holy cow. Go right now to hillsdale.edu/WPS to enroll. It's free. It's great value. Once again, that's hillsdale.edu/WPS. hillsdale.edu/WPS. Back to the video. All right, guys, I'm about 20 yards. I'm about to shoot. However, I wanted to give you one caution. If you're not a good shooter, this whole zero process is just not going to work well for you. You're shooting rounds down and left, and your group, instead of being real tight, is way loose, and you're trying to guess. And oftentimes, folks who haven't really wired down their fundamentals of fire are adjusting their optics like up and right because they shoot down and left. That's not good. You're going to have to really get good fundamentals. One cheat that you can do is you can find something. Here, come on with me. You can find something, a barrel or backpack or something, to be able to post out on so that you can get down low and you basically allow the gun to sit, and then you can go like that. Now, even though the gun is static and you feel real secure, man, even though you're doing this, this is not going to be nearly as good as something, say, like a rifle, because when you press that trigger, you're going to move the gun. And that's the big problem. It's not the stability that you gain from bench rest on a pistol. And so nothing's going to make up for the fact that you really need to just improve your fundamentals of fire. And I love you too much to not tell you that. You're welcome. All right, now I'm in the right spot, about 20 meters, and I'm gonna shoot about 3 rounds. I did 3 rounds up close as well. It's not hard, fast rule. I do 3 rounds. If I was not quite at where I am as a shooter, I might shoot 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds, and that's so that I can have more data to be able to adjust off of. But if I shoot 3 rounds and I feel really good about those shots, I'll just cap it at 3. You may be more, but really the idea is I want a good tight group so that I have good data to evaluate off of. Let's do it. I gotta rest my eyes a moment. I'm gonna close my eyes and look away a moment. My old eyes. I'm starting to kind of see cross. I really needed a darker black circle here. All right, now I'm gonna aim in, open eyes, and I'm fresh. I was a little left on that one. That one seemed good. All right, let's check. Well, not so left. All right, so what this is telling me is I really need to drop down just a little bit. And so that's exactly what I'll do. This over here, that's probably just me. This is 20 yards, smaller surface. I mean, this right here, the group of like, I can easily cover that up with my fist. I'm straining to, I need to even color this in a bit. I'm gonna go down a couple clicks and I'm gonna go 1 left. And I'm gonna shoot a 5-round group this next time. For these adjustments, you adjust it in the direction you want the rounds to go. So if my rounds are high, I want my rounds to go low. Good. Good. Little high. Little high. Little left. Dead center. So I'm calling like, all right, a little left, a little high. What's happening is I'm watching my red dot, and the moment my red dot moves from recoil, wherever it was, right where it lifted, that's where my shot went. So typically a good shooter is able to call their hits before they even see the target. All right, so here's my varied group. Here's the left guy right there. But look at this group here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can cover up 4 shots with 1 finger right there. So I made adjustments and the adjustments weren't enough. And that just happens sometimes with optics. If like you make an adjustment, I'm like, it didn't move. Well, do the math, stay to it. Don't crank it over. What can happen is it'll just catch up. But I'm gonna make an adjustment again here. And I went 4 clicks left. And I really like the elevation, but I'm gonna go 1 down. All right, let's do it. Up, high. All right. I feel myself getting impatient, and I shot a little quicker than I should have, I think, but we'll just see how it is. I shanked one way down. Look at this. Look at this. Get out of here. This is called unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Who is this fraud? Boo. What does this mean? It means I sucked. All right, so good. I got 4 right in here overall. Those were good other than this big flyer right here, which is gonna keep me up tonight. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna go ahead and call this 0. This is good enough. Guys, this is how you 0 a red dot on a pistol. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Warrior Poet Society goodness just dripping out. Toggle notifications bell to all. Like, comment, share. We'll see you next time. Train hard, train smart, and stay free.